Okay, welcome back to Chasing That Bag podcast, Moneybag Motivation, and we back doing it different like how we always do. We got a returning special guest. I know y'all remember from the last time he was here. We got DJ Ki back in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But go ahead and remind the people who you are and what you do, and then we go hop into everything else that we had planned on talking about.
Okay, so I am DJ Ki. I am the CEO of Takeoff Entertainment. I'm also a NWI Chicagoland based DJ. So I do all type of parties. I throw parties. I DJ parties. Mainly in Indiana. I'm trying to get my name out more in the Chicago area, but yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly.
Okay, but it's good to have you back, and I didn't already know you accomplished a lot since the first time that you was on here. But we're going to let the people
hmm
know what you've done and accomplished so far.
Okay, so last time we talked about what I wanted for Takeoff Entertainment, and doing that, I can officially say that I, if I'm correct, I think everything that we talked about last time was completed. Honestly, working with DJ Drip, what else?
Yeah,
It was a lot of stuff that we talked about. Um, I think before then, I didn't even throw my first official like Takeoff Entertainment party. The first Takeoff Entertainment party was so successful. Um, every other party after that was even more successful. We just been getting a lot of people coming from everywhere. Literally, I got people coming from Michigan, everywhere to come to Takeoff Entertainment parties, and it's just a blessing, honestly. So
for real,
honestly,
that's good.
I,
I'm
I
happy to
really
hear
do
that.
think I really do think I completed everything now.
Yeah, because I remember you saying that you was trying to get it together to do your first takeoff entertainment party on the first one, and that you was wanted to
hmm
work with DJ Drip, and then it happened
hmm
exactly how you spoke it into existence.
Yeah, really.
And I seen you being consistent on TikTok too.
Yeah, TikTok is hard because honestly, if you doing your own type of content, it makes it hard. Um, like it's easy to like redo somebody else's TikTok, but when you doing it from like the head, like you want to be original with it, it's 10 times
Yep.
harder. And I ain't gonna lie, for the DJs that is just like making it original, I give them all type of props because I sit there on days like trying to think of what I'm gonna do next on TikTok, and I just be sitting there. But I try to get more active in it.
I completely understand because it's hard to like once you figure out like your niche, like what you good at, what you can stand out and do yourself, it'd be
hmm
hard to continually come up with ideas because like you literally being original. So it's like you got to it take time to just to think of an idea or something else that you can do to like top what you did before.
hmm
Then it just be the hard
Yeah.
part of staying consistent after like you done been consistent for like a few days and after that like you run out of ideas and now you didn't it's been like 2 days.
Yeah, and my problem was honestly, my problem was that the days that I was consistent, it wasn't like it was. What I will say is I got a lot of like love on my TikToks, but I honestly like it was days where I was sat there for hours thinking of ideas, and the videos that took the most thought, it wasn't getting no type of views, no type of likes, reactions. So I was just honestly, I would say that I was giving up on it, but I never gave up. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
even the little TikToks that was getting numbers and stuff like that, they were still getting numbers. They still are getting numbers to this day. Like I get all type of TikTok notifications. It's hard to come up with ideas straight from the grain. So
For for sure. Cause yeah, that's I don't even got nothing to add with that. Like just advice wise, cause I'm like it's different for everybody to try and come up with ideas, especially if you're doing something original.
Yeah, I think everybody should be 100% original. But I mean, I get that it's hard, but you still gonna have your select crowd that's not gonna be original. But original is always better though. Like if I was to make it off of a TikTok, like 100K views like they do, I would take it more because I knew it was original versus me getting 100 on a TikTok that I remade. So
Exactly,
it,
because
it's
most people
just
they just be
yeah.
trying to imitate.
Hmm.
But do you got any other takeoff entertainment parties planned for the last 2 months of the year?
I have I have a lot of takeoff entertainment parties. So ever since our last one, we've been getting booked like crazy. I have a party every weekend of November booked for takeoff entertainment to appear, and I gotta give it to my team though, cause I don't even do all the work honestly. While I'm at work, they sending me bookings. Everybody texting everybody. We need takeoff at these parties and stuff like that. So if it wasn't for my team, we would not have nothing really. So
That's good, and that's real that you saying that because most people try and take all the credit themselves. But that's also even better that you got a team behind you that's on the same page as you, and they trying to all help you to get to where you trying to go to at the same time, and you reciprocate that energy to them. You trying to help them too at the same time, but they
hmm
all on the same page and want to see you get to where you trying to go.
yeah, I got a strong team of five, literally, and the five that I got is perfect. I wouldn't trade them for nothing, literally. It's people that I know would get the job done if I asked for it. Um, like we be having meetings like, cause what I made takeoff was for all of us to, what I'm saying, have something that we could lean on in the future. Like I want takeoff to be where we getting so much money for these parties that we don't even have to go to work, honestly. Like
Yep,
it's not about the money too, but it's about the fact that we creating, nights for people that they can enjoy.
exactly.
Like it's okay for me to DJ. I could DJ wherever, honestly, but to see people come for the takeoff name and for the DJKI name, that's different, honestly. So
Because you building like your own community, like your own fan base.
yeah, I'm trying. It's getting there though, honestly. I will say. My last party, it hit capacity after the first hour, so
Wait, repeat that. It had broke up a little bit.
oh my fault. I said the first one, I mean the last one I did, it reached capacity after the first hour, so I'm just trying to build a name, honestly. And I know it's gonna get bigger, but you gotta take it one day at a time.
Wait, hold on. Repeat what you just said, because it did it again. I don't know why. It's tripping.
I hold on. I'm gonna give it a second.
Okay, it sounds clear now.
Okay. I was saying, I said yeah, my last party just hit max capacity, so I'm trying to build a name, but I know it just takes one step at a time, one every day.
Most definitely, but as long as you making some type of progress, even if it's just 1%, you still making some type of progress, and it's gonna add up over time. As long as you keep doing what you've been doing and stay consistent.
Hmm.
And did you
Yeah,
plan on
you're right.
turning like the Takeoff Entertainment, like the name, or into like a brand, like being able to like make merch off of it and just off your name also like just the DJ KI name like making merch for your DJ name also.
So actually, one of my Takeoff members has a clothing brand by the name of Do for Self, and honestly, what I have to say is it's just like I said, I treat everything as like it's a family thing. Now that is a family business, but I treat that business like I am the family. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
always gonna be, if anything, it's always gonna be Takeoff Entertainment and Do for Self merch. Like no matter what, because the same way he with me with the Takeoff Entertainment name, I'm gonna be with him as far as his clothing brand. I still, because we talked about this last interview. Takeoff Entertainment does have an LLC now, um, but I have not
Okay.
thought about making any merch yet. But if I was to make merch, it would probably be through the Do for Self clothing. So
Okay, but
I
that's
don't
real
think
also that you
anything.
said that since he support takeoff that it's like a family thing, so it's connected automatically.
Yeah, every I support everybody that does everything, especially with the guys. Like it's just all type of support. I support everybody, literally, just like they support me. That's why I love my group so much. Cause like I honestly, when I give y'all a story. So when Takeoff was first like even thought about when throwing my first party, I texted them first. I was like, "Do y'all think I should do this?" They didn't even ask. They didn't even say, "Yeah, I think you should do it." They said, "We gonna do it." Like without them, I would not have my first party. They made sure we did the promotion right. They made sure we did the spot right. Everything. So they got my 100% support.
Now, are y'all just like doing this off like I forgot like y'all just what's the word for? I'm trying to remember the word. Are you just like doing it on the fly or like just are you is it somebody that y'all studying or like looking at what how they did it so y'all could like model like
Um.
how y'all doing it? Or y'all you just made like going off your own model that your whole group came up with together.
So what I can say is when we first threw our first party, it was off of the simple fact that Indiana really didn't have that much like. Well, not I won't say Indiana, cause there are DJs that's doing a really good job at throwing parties in Indiana. Um, the Northwest Indiana, like Gary and stuff like that, Hammond, they don't really have a party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A party spot where they could go. So my my plan was to give them something that they could go to. Like for parties, I it's days when I enjoy the South Bend for parties, and it shouldn't be like that, honestly. So I tried to give it an opening for Indiana, and you could see by like the first party that I threw that people wanted them, honestly. So it
Yep.
wasn't the
Because
fact
I
that like it
remember
wasn't.
I seen the flyers everywhere. People posting
Hmm.
them and sharing them. I
It
seen them everywhere. I remember.
Yeah, it wasn't that we was like looking at anybody. It was just like we was just trying to create opportunities, honestly. So.
But that's still good because you identified a problem and you started to basically like come up with a solution for it, and now you the only person that's taking care of that solution because ain't nobody else thinking like that. They just trying to go to the areas where it's a lot of parties going on or where it's already people already in the area doing what they trying to do.
Hmm. Yeah, and you still got groups of people that still go out to parties like that, but you can't like it is. I mean, it's just the fact that if they used to it, then they'll do it. Honestly, so if they used to
Yeah.
going to Chicago for parties, then they'll keep going. I mean, I don't get everybody's trust now, but when I will say that majority of the people that come to one of my parties, They keep coming, honestly. And I see ideas for Chicago and South Bend parties.
Yeah, but that's good because it's just gonna keep continuing to grow bigger and bigger, and then it's gonna go from just the region to Chicago, then the whole state of Indiana, then it just go from state to state.
That's my goal, honestly.
And it's gonna happen because you not doing it alone either. You got a team that's on the same page as you, and everybody doing playing their role and doing what need to be done in order for the whole group as a whole, the whole collective to succeed. Instead of just one person, nah, I need all the shine. Like, nah, everybody like, nah, we all go work as a collective.
Mhm. Yeah.
But did you have anything else that you had planned or that you wanted to talk about?
Um. We well. I just want to say that if y'all can add me on Snapchat at the only DJ Ki, Instagram at they love DJ Ki. All my recap videos for Takeoff Entertainment are on my Instagram. If y'all want to see the recaps, we got parties every weekend of November and December, somewhat of December. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So if y'all looking for parties in the Northwest Indiana region, y'all can look on Instagram, Snapchat, follow me on my socials, and that's it.
And they could see everything like all updates and everything from your page and the Takeoff Entertainment page.
Yes, they can.
What'd you say?
I said yes, they can.
Oh, okay. Cause I'm like it broke up. So I'm like I don't know why I keep doing it.
Ah,
But that's all. That's all. That's everything else that you have wanted to say and promote.
mm-hmm.
But well, I appreciate you coming through and updating the people and letting us know that you accomplished 100% of what you said that you was gonna do for this year and in the last episode, and that you already working on what you got planned for the rest of this year and next year and so forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything is just it's just you go day by day, honestly. And I know next year is gonna be even bigger than this year. It just all takes time and patience.
Most definitely, you go get there, and everything will keep continuing to work in your favor.
For sure. I appreciate it.
No problem. And I can't wait to see it because I'm like I already know because it's like almost everybody else that then came through and did an interview or anything like they all doing what they said they was gonna do. So that's why I'm like I like to see it because I'm like that motivate me
Mm-hmm. And the same is going your way though. It only get bigger and better for real.
for sure. But this episode, let me see, it should be out. What's today? It's Thursday, so it should be out on Monday. I'm gonna release it on Monday.
Okay.
But I appreciate everybody tuning in and listening to the podcast. We go stay consistent with the episodes. You can find us at Chasing That Bag Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and in any other app you can think of, or social media, and all podcast platforms. Just look up Chasing That Bag Podcast. Follow Chasing That Bag LLC, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, anywhere. Just look up the name and we should be there. And fan base, we on fan base too. Um, what else? That's it. But yeah, we go keep being consistent with the podcast episodes, and we appreciate everybody supporting. And y'all finna hear the word from our sponsors, and then that's it. And thank y'all for tuning in, and we out. Before we end this episode, you can find us on social media. It's Instagram at Chasing That Bag Podcast, the clothing page Chasing That Bag LLC, Facebook Chasing That Bag Podcast, and Chasing That Bag. TikTok Chasing That Bag 18, Twitter Chasing That Bag 1, and CTB Podcast 2020 for the podcast page on Twitter. You can find us on YouTube at Chasing That Bag. You'll have to search Chasing That Bag commercial, and we should pop up then. Any other platform you could think of, just search Chasing That Bag, and we should be on there. The podcast is available on all podcast platforms, so just search up Chasing That Bag Podcast, and we are on there. Now, before we end this episode, let's get into the first official sponsor of Chasing That Bag Podcast, a black-owned restaurant called The Fry House. The Fry House is a black-owned restaurant that specializes in different fry meals and specials, such as the Monster Trio, which consists of fries topped with steak, chicken, shrimp, pepper jack, cheese, American cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and so much more. And they have many other options and different things that you can buy that includes, that is made on top of fries. And you can, say what you don't want, say what you want, but I'm pretty sure that you go like everything that you see, because I know I do, and I don't have any issues with the issue myself. With the menu myself, everything sounds great and tastes great. You can find them on Instagram at The One Fry House and Facebook at The Fry House. Make sure to follow them and stay up to date to see when their restaurant opens. As of now, they are doing curbside and delivery in certain areas in the greater Chicago area, Northwest Indiana, at certain events that they be at around the area. So make sure you follow them to stay up to date with everything, and so you will know where they'll be and where to get your fries from. The Fry House. Thank you again for sponsoring the podcast. Now let's get into the last sponsor of the podcast. This next sponsor is brought to you by another black-owned business called The Slide Plugs. The Slide Plugs specializes in customized slides, so that means you can get anything ranging from any pictures that you can think of put onto your own custom pair of slides made for you, or you can get your brand's logo put onto a custom pair of slides, or get the brand bundle to get some for your brand. And you can just get almost any picture that you can think of can be put on a pair of slides and made for you or someone else. You can get it as a birthday gift, Christmas, anything you could think of. The Slides Plug can do any picture that you can think of. It just has to be, the right light and everything, but they can do almost any picture that you can think of. But follow them on social media, or follow them on Instagram at The Slide Plug. I'm going to spell it out. TheSlidePlugs on Instagram. And you can find them on Twitter at The Slide Plugs. And you can also find them on YouTube. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. We greatly appreciate you. And that's the end of the sponsor. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode and constantly supporting. I appreciate everybody that's been supporting since the beginning and constantly supporting and listening to the podcast episodes whenever we put them out. We really appreciate it. And we have podcast merch coming very soon, and more new episodes, more content. Thank you all for bearing with us and staying with us throughout this whole journey. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. And we out.